Jim Stein.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
all right.
So now it's your turn.
Another big moment.
We have Rush, exit stage left.
Exit stage left.
Now the drum roll. Give him a drum roll for this. All right.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's so many. Okay, I always say some obvious ones, but I'm going to say one that's not quite as obvious. When I was a little kid, I grew up, and all my older brothers. I'm the youngest of 7 kids. All the rock music in my house. I would wake up as a little kid to Aerosmith, Judas Priest, all that stuff, Motley Crue. I remember listening to the radio. There was this famous DJ named Joe Anthony from San Antonio. All you San Antonio people know who I'm talking about. And he would break bands. He broke Judas Priest and Rush down in San Antonio on regular radio back in the 80s and late 70s, which is a feat, apparently. And he played this song from this band that had this goofy high D, high do intro, and then the singer came out and went double bass, and it was called Fast as a Shark. And I told my mom said, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said, "Mom, there's a band called Accept." And the album, I found out, I called the radio station. They said it's called Restless and Wild. That's all I want. Don't tell Aunt Miranda to send me any clothes. I want Accept, Restless and Wild. And my mom saw how excited I was. So that Christmas, I had all these clothes for my aunt and all this stuff,
socks,
toys, and all this stuff. And I was so mad. I told my mom, I go, "Mom, that album." She's like, "What album?" Played dumb. And then, of course, like the last gift I opened was my Restless and Wild copy that I have to this day. And oh my God! I used to hear "Fast as a Shark," and I told my mom I want to play guitar because I heard the solo going. I was like, I don't even care about girls. Girls can fuck off. I want to play that. And I got Restless and Wild, and of course I went on to Screaming for Vengeance and Number of the Beast and all that stuff as a little kid. And those albums were. I didn't care about anything but those albums. And,
yeah, that was the same with me. You just put on your album, and it was cool back in the day because you had side one, and it would finish, and then you had a little break, get up, wander around, and ponder side two.
I turned my older brothers on to Accept, which was for me as a little kid in elementary school. For me to turn my cool older brothers with long hair onto a band, I thought I won. I won something. I showed them a band.
Yeah, especially wearing fatigue singing.
Especially a band out of Germany, too.
Yeah, and my brothers love Accept now. Yeah, to this day.
Yeah, my friend turned me on to him, too. We were talking about the same album, Restless Heart, the one right before Balls to the Wall.
Yeah. Great album.
Yeah.
Still great. There's so many great albums from them.
Yeah. So just one, huh? That's the only one?
Oh, the other one, I remember, once again, my mom, would go to the store and she would let me get, buy one thing, and it'd always be an album. I remember I saw a band that my brother always listened to. They had a new album. It was Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, and I put it in the shopping cart. And my mom later at home goes, "That album's 666, Number of the Beast." I was like, "Yeah, Mom, those are just numbers." And I remember Children of the Damned to this day is one of the best ballads. And I remember my brother listened to Iron Maiden with Paul Di'Anno, and I told my brother, I got the new Maiden. It's a different singer. He's like, "No way." And
we were all shocked, too, when I was growing up, too, because we were listening to Killers and then the first self-titled record. Yeah. Then all of a sudden they got a new singer, and I saw them in New York City at a place called the Palladium when Number of the Beast just broke, and they were headlining the event, and then the new singer's on stage, and it was like just a totally different vibe, and it was like just took off from there. Yeah. It was like phenomenal.
I love the Paul Di'Anno stuff too. Looking back,
yeah, but if you compare the two, Number of the Beast is way better than I can better than the first.
They always have it on the Eddie trunk on the thing. It's different. I don't know.
It's like the showdown. Let's do the showdown. Number of the Beast versus Killers for Iron Maiden.
Yeah, I love that.
You got 60 seconds on the clock.
Ding.
Or actually, you can put Accept. Restless and Wild, right? Versus Balls to the Wall.
Ooh, we do that on our tour. When we're touring, we'll have those competitions. And I can't tell you, I love both those albums. I guess if you want to say,
especially when he cracks the balls.
Yeah. Balls to the Wall. They had a little more money, and you could tell they went to a better studio, and the production was a little better. I will give it that.
All I know is going to the concerts in the late '80s, and when they used to play the songs in between, they used to play Balls to the Wall. And it was just like
when you're walking around getting your beer, getting ready for the next.
Well, I wasn't old enough to drink beer, but I could see everybody else was.
You watched.
I was stoned.
That's always the coolest thing at a concert at a huge arena is like when they turn the lights on and you see everybody that's there and they're all walking around and stuff. You realize how many freaking people are there.
Oh, yeah.
What you're a part of.
Yeah.
This is the thing about the
And
live.
you guys are in a band. Do you ever like peek out there to see how many people are out there before you hit the stage, or you just go, oh, whatever's
Well,
out
sometimes we're scared. Like we open for Queensryche, and we're like, nobody's going to be here. Nobody cares. It's all Queensryche people.
They're gonna
There was
wait.
1,000 people when we played. It was awesome.
We walked out, and I was like, wow, this is like the real deal, man.
Yeah.
There are people here.
So you guys never go out and look ahead of time, right? Ever?
No,
Or you're watching an
we play
opening
a lot
band?
of clubs, so we have to.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We usually do. But,
End of the day, you're going to go out and bust
play
your
anyway.
ass. You're going to play the best you can possibly play, whether there are 1,000 or there's one person sitting
Yeah.
there.
We're
you
having
know?
fun.
Sometimes you're playing for the house. It's the bartender. Well, you know what?
we
He's
wanna have
standing
fun.
there. And
Yeah.
I want him to
Exactly.
remember that, oh, you know what? Those guys were pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
I don't care what they think. I just want to have fun.
All right, as we do on the Hard Rockology Show each and every week, the final question. Shad, Spinal Tap moment so far being a musician.
being a musician or
Just
with having-
being in a band, Spinal Tap moment.
Actually, I think my Spinal Tap moment kind of was that at that Queensryche show.
It was? I didn't notice.
It began with I'll run a click track. I'll play to a click track just because we got this really sparse thing happening. And it's nice to help kind of keep the energy of the songs. The thing that I was running that off of shuffled the songs. So that's a problem. Okay, you deal with the problem. You might be in front of 1,000 people, but you're going to deal with the problem. The far bigger problem, when your kick drum pedal, the beater flies off.
Oh, during the song.
Now during the song, you're in the middle of the set and you've got no bass drum and you're a metal band. That was a I don't know if it's essentially
air supply moment.
I didn't exactly blow up on stage or have a gardening accident. But that was an epically bad moment that had to be dealt with, and we got through it. Yeah.
Did anybody else know except you?
You know who knew, and I got to give a shout out to I think his name was Alex. He was running our monitors.
Oh, he's an awesome monitor guy.
House of Blues guy, Alex. Apparently saw me looking around. Obviously, we use a lot of double bass, so I was able to kind of improvise, use my left foot as the main kick. And he saw that, and he comes running out. And next thing I know, he's down there helping me out, man. That guy had no need to do that, but he did. So, that was a somewhat terrifying and at the same time you realize how alive you are kind of moment. That was my moment.
Okay.
Spinal Tap. God, I'm going to knock on wood. I can't think of any Heaven Below onstage ones. Union Underground had a bunch of them out on the Ozfest. We had a tour bus that crashed. Something happened in the middle of the night, and of course I was sleeping. And I'm always telling the guys, look, if somebody's going to punch you, do you want them to punch you when you're sleeping or when you're awake? And I say, I want to be awake because I don't like, you know. Anyway, we had a bus crash while I was sleeping, and I was waiting for the thing to turn over, and it didn't. And luckily, all that happened is the what do you call it? The trailer we were pulling got messed up, and part of our little recording studio in the back lounge got all shattered and fucked up. But it scared the hell out of me, man, because I was in the middle of sleeping, and I woke up to this the bus jumping, and I thought we were going to go down a cliff. And I put my hands up against my butt. I go, shit! And it scared the fuck out of me. Ever since then, when I'm sleeping on a bus, sometimes I have to take sleeping pills or something because I'm waiting for another bus crash.
Waiting for the Cliff Burton.
And it was the Cliff Burton thing, you know?
Ever since that happened, and it happened to the Cult recently too, over in Yugoslavia.
Oh my God!
They said if they didn't if they didn't wake up in time or hit the guardrail, they would have went down the thing.
Oh, that's what I thought was going to happen.
So I mean,
buses are safe though because they're really compared to cars, they're so big they can take a big hit.
Yeah, but if you're driving and if you go to these European countries and you're on a bus and you're obviously going to get a driver who's been driving in that country, but those roads are like way different than the
insane.
Yeah,
completely different.
Yeah.
One lane roads. Yeah, you might run into like sheep coming down.
Yeah, I felt like I was like laundry in the dryer, like getting shuffled around or something. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm getting a note here. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that a cool song?
Hell yeah.
Let me just show you guys what song we're going out with. That's cool.
Wait till you see the video. It's getting close to being done.
This is one of my favorite songs on the new album.
Finish it.
All right, guys. I want to thank you guys for coming in again.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
And
for
then
having
you have a show coming up in Corona, right, I believe?
Yeah, Corona
on the 29th?
29th.
29th.
Because I live right down the street
December.
from there.
Oh, dude, just hit us up. And
Awesome.
we're doing some drinks and some Jaeger. I hope you got some Jaeger.
You just come by the house first.
We're a Jaeger band.
Hey,
yeah.
careful what you ask for.
I got the man cave in the garage, so it's all decked up. It's got all the albums and posters of different bands and stuff,
You got
and
the
the
Maiden,
neon
you got the
lights.
Accept.
Pre-party.
Yeah, it's possible if you want to do it. It's on a Saturday, right?
Is it? Is it
I think
planned
it
on
is.
Saturday?
I think that's a Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday's the 29th.
29th.
It's on. Let's plan on that.
Okay, so I'm in touch with you on Facebook, and I got to get your name, and then we'll be good to go.
We'll do it, definitely.
Dude, thanks for having us. This is a killer
Yeah.
setup you guys have here.
This has been great, man.
This
It's
is
been
like
so much
this is
fun.
like Bob Coburn's rock line and shit.
Well, it's like I talked to my brother when we first started the show. We started in a garage, which all great things do. We all know about
Absolutely.
Apple and Microsoft and all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
And we always used to watch that metal show, which is still our favorite show. And we'd always go, okay, they talk about the same bands over and over again.
Yeah.
A lot of, I mean, how many times I can hear about Black Sabbath and what?
Yeah.
It's interesting for maybe the fans and stuff because the people know them. But we want to incorporate the older stuff with a lot of the newer bands because there's a lot of new stuff out there that people don't even get to hear and you guys don't get to talk about.
Dude, you guys are like the new hit parader Circus Magazine. For
We're
real.
trying.
Yeah.
Cream. You just need the Boy Howdy beer.
That's right.
and you guys know your shit, your research,
Yeah,
which is
man,
awesome.
seriously.
Yeah.
You know, at first when we started doing the show, it was like, it's only going to take a couple hours to do the show. Now it takes us all week. So after tonight's show, we have to prepare for next week's band or whatever.
Okay.
But I mean, it's all good.
Make sure they're drinking.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. So you can check out the Hard Rockology Show on Facebook. We're on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter. And we are also on Mixcloud. And I'm forgetting one. Oh, if you want to send us an email, a question or whatnot, just send it to hardrockology@ymail.com. I think that about covers it, right, Matt?
Well, yeah, and not to mention we're also on YouTube as well, so we got.
Oh, that's right. We're on YouTube. But you can find that on our Facebook page. You go to our Facebook page, Hard Rockology. You got all the everything's there. You can see all the interviews. So when we're done with this, we'll put your interview up in a couple of days.
Awesome.
We'll chop it all up and stuff. So this way, it's
Can you put an effect like "Woe to you, O earth and sea" on my voice every time I talk?
Yeah, we can try doing something like that, maybe.
Yeah, kind of like I have. This is the most bizarre thing. What I'm doing is here, I'm getting all the mics into this one mic. So
Okay.
But Patrick, we're going to be going out with Dodging a Bullet. So why don't you go ahead and talk the song up a little bit and lead out of the show with this particular track.
And watch out for Heaven Below in the new year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is Dodging a Bullet. We have a long-awaited video. I know everybody's waiting for it. You are going to see it very soon in the coming month. And it's for Dodging a Bullet. It's basically that revengeful song about the guy that fucks you around and only calls you when he's drunk, and about the girl that only wants to hang with you when you're the lead singer of a band.
Sounds good to me. All right, here's Heaven Below on the Hard Rockology Show. See everybody next week. Have a great Christmas.
Yeah.